These videos are going to be seamless, ladies and gentlemen. Not even introducing them. Oh. Well, I will say something at the end of each video, because that would be rude if I didn't. But I'm not going to say, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Hill here. No. I want to do that, but I'm not going to. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. You know what it is. You can read the bloody title. But yeah, doing this puzzle, like I said, I don't think there's any point in saving Richard. I should really just move on. But I always feel so damn obligated to do so. And really, it's just a bit of a time waste. At least in the remake, I do believe if you save him, you get the shotgun. If he comes back when you're fighting the snake, I think. I think that's the way it works. What's in here? Is it a crest? I think it's the emblem on Director's Cut. I'm going to be good in this playthrough, telling you guys where everything is on the Director's Cut. But yeah, I don't want to go to Richard yet. I'm just trying to think of how many extra key doors there are. Shall we save Richard? Even though we're not going to be saving him in the first place. Oh, no, screw that. I'll tell you what we'll do. Go down here. And then I think I'm going to go to the outside area where I thought the chemical was. But obviously not. There's a zombie waiting down there on Director's Cut. Take a shot every time I mention the Director's Cut, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be legless at the end of this part. Never mind the end of the bloody Let's Play. There's a lighter. No, I don't think we need the lighter. There's Jill. Right, we're getting stacked now with handgun ammo. Oh, there was such a lack of ammo in these old Resi games and Silent Hill games. No, there wasn't. Well, there was, but they did it in such a... I mean, not necessarily Silent Hill, because the Resi games are always better than the Silent Hill games gameplay-wise, but you always had a satisfying amount of ammo, so you could fight back, but you were still worried about how much you had, you know? And no other modern game has really got that balance right. Even like the Dead Space games, you get too much ammo and you can store it away in the safe. Now, obviously, the Evil Within 1 was just fantastic for low amounts of ammo, and in that game, when you kill enemies, you get small loot drops. Just like Resi 4, where everything toned down to a more survival horror feel. Oh shit, I fucking let myself in, you dickhead. And obviously Last of Us on the harder difficulties. Like Grounded is... that's the epitome of survival horror. Even though it's not really a survival horror game, it's like... Won't we enjoy this one bullet for killing 5 enemies? What? Generic rounds? I honestly, you know what? We've not picked any ink ribbons up yet, but I think this is an ink ribbon, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you got them in 2s. I thought you got them in 3s. I'm playing the... It says in the top left of the emulator, Resident Evil USA, but pretty damn certain there's no difference between the US version and the European version. Please tell me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, because I might well be. Genuinely might be. But this is it, isn't it, as well, with these classic Resi games. Now, what am I doing? I'm going back to the save room. I'm storing everything in the inventory box, in the item box. And it's satisfying, because it's helping me stay alive. It's helping me to stock up. There's so many games, like zombie-like games, where you do these kinds of things, but they're not story-based games like that Zomboid, Project Zomboid, or like State of Decay, games like that. I respect those kind of games, but I've never been able to really get into them. As well here, as you can see, explosive round 6. If I put that into the bazooka, I don't think it goes to 11. You can't put more than 6 bullets in the gun, I don't think. Let's just put everything back here. It's going to be absolute clusterfuck, this, ladies and gentlemen. But we wouldn't have it any other way. As Meredith Brooks once said. What a reference that is. Got motherfuckers in the chat wondering what the hell that's about. That song was around about the time of this game in the 90s. 1996, this game, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm guessing where Richard is, that will be the key that gets discarded. You know, it'll be the last use of it. Oh, no, it won't. I think there's one more use. I think I know where it is. Now, I can't run here, can I? I don't think I can anywhere. 5 herbs. Damn. You know, speaking of Last of Us, you know, the dogs in that game, the second game, I loved the dogs in that game. They added such a fantastic gameplay dynamic. Bit bullshit how they, like, could sniff you out. Obviously, a dog would be able to in that situation. I don't know exactly how realistic that is. I know dogs have got a great sense of smell, but it just added a great gameplay loop. But I've seen people on Twitch do Grounded. That's the hardest difficulty, with no dog kills, so they're specifically going out of the way to not shoot the dogs because they love dogs so much. I mean, yeah, I mean, guys, I understand you love dogs, but it's a video game. Let's not lose track of that. But as you can see, we are definitely stocking up now on herbs. I probably could have done this on Director's Cut, but oh well. But you know all it means, ladies and gentlemen? 10 years time, we'll do it on Director's Cut then. Oh my god, I forgot that happened. Okay, that scared the living shit out of me. See, this game still deliver those scares. Remember the hunters around this corner? I never go around here when the hunters turn up. And I tell you something, the hunters, they're still utterly brown trouser inducingly terrifying. Much worse in this game than the original Resi 3 or remake. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a casual Let's Play, and you know, next year, 2024, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be bringing to the channel in all honesty, but there's an outside chance I might be bringing Code Veronica to the channel just as a casual Let's Play. Completed it a few months ago for the first time in a couple of years, and that game's level design is all over the place, but the gameplay is still classic Resi. Got all the tropes that I love. You see, I could go a lot faster in this game, no doubt, but I don't like that aspect of the game, like running past zombies and hoping I don't get bit when I know I've got enough ammo to shoot them anyway. We're gonna go to Richard now. We're apparently, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to take his word for it here. In this house, there are terrible demons. Yeah, one more use of that key. Terrible demons. I mean, if I go to save Richard and then I don't save him and I take too long... What? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Here's something I've never done, as far as I'm aware. If I get him the serum, right, now the snake in this version of the game, Snake, is actually quite tough to avoid. In Remake, it's a piece of shit, but in this game, it always bites me. I always get bit on the way back. If I get the serum and keep it for myself, can I use it on myself and then not need Barry to save me? You see, ladies and gentlemen, how this game is nearly 30 years old, and I don't know the answer to that. Terrible demons.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
He's just lying there, dying, and then he's like, Oh no, I didn't bring the serum. I think you should have realised that already. Unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. So like I said, I kind of want to use the armor key one last time here. But I don't know what the timer is in regards to... Well, you don't save him anyway, but he'll already be dead when you get to him. I always thought it was kind of weird. I do like what they did in the remake, keeping him alive and then killing him. Spoilers. But, yeah, I kind of want to get the emblem and get the sword key, and then that'll be right for the snake. But it just shows how I'm stuck in my ways, because I kind of just want to go back to him. But then I'm going to go all the way back. And I've just realised, I think it's not for a key item, but we do need the lighter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all coming back to me now. I bet I get poisoned by the snake, and then Jill's like, you can't use a serum on yourself. Why? I mean, there's blue herbs in this game as well. So weird. You can't just use a blue herb, but then again, you don't get onto the courtyard for the spiders, which there's barely any spiders in this game. It's kind of weird. You know what? I'm going to be a bad boy for life like P. Diddy, and I'm not going to... There's nothing in here, is there? 2 crests, ammo, and health. A lot of goddamn health. Yeah, we're not going to save Richard. This is crazy, man. Because there's just no point. I always do it. It's like it's going to slow me down. Terrible demons. Or maybe I might even get back to him in time, although I do doubt it. Let's see. We're going to find out together. Man, I'm pretty sure there'll be videos on YouTube. Because I don't know everything about all the Resi games, but a lot of the secrets and the things that I'm asking here, I know more of with like original 2, original 3, blah blah blah. But with this game, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the emblem's there, isn't it? Emblem for an emblem, that for that. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, okay. What I usually do is Chris when Rebecca's learning piano. Is I'll leave it to last, and you just got to basically go around the dining room, up to the main hall, and then go back, and then she's learned it. Moonlight Sonata, that is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, the bed! It's a lockpick? But we haven't even... What the fuck? Guys, I'm confused. Where is the last... Oh, wait a minute. No. What in the hell? I'm a bit confused. I'm confused. Well, it's not quite Claire de Lune, but it is a good one. I don't know where the last usage of the armor key is. In Remake, it's where that super zombie turns up, where that kitchen is in the basement, but you can't get down there in this game. Just outside here, that double door, it's locked from the other side, I'm sure. But I can't think of where I haven't been so far. There's one more crest to get as well. We've only got currently 2. Oh god, of course. I would forget some stupid shit, wouldn't I? Because I'm hitting the record button. Yeah, there you go. Locked from inside. Well, the other side, really. It's a bit weird how it says inside. Both sides are inside. There's just something so satisfying to me and almost therapeutic in a bizarre way of completing these games and replaying them, even though obviously the horror aspect goes with any game when you've played it a lot. There can be still scary, spooky moments, tense moments, but you know, I just find the progression so damn satisfying. And I don't think they'll ever touch this kind of style again. And it's such a shame. And, you know, they pumped out quite a lot of Resi games in a short space of time back in the day. You know, this and 2 and 3 within 3 years. But probably just over 3 years. I think it was late 99. Resi 3. Back then, though, that was actually quite a decent amount of time. But somehow, in the modern day, Ubisoft can still pump out 2 Assassin's Creed games in that amount of time. It's unbelievable. Now, place your bets. Is this motherfucker going to be dead? I don't know. He's not!
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should
Oh,
keep
shit.
it. I'm...
No! Richard!
So,
Jill.
that's interesting.
Be careful.
Terrible demons. Jesus. That is not a good angle for your neck to be, ladies and gentlemen. Then again, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you didn't save him there then... let me think. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wouldn't give you his radio, but really, the radio serves absolutely no purpose. Just when Brad is, I believe, trying to get in touch with you. And doesn't. So that door we've already opened. This door we've already opened. Guys, I'm completely flummoxed. Oh shit, don't tell me that I accidentally didn't discard it. No. That one isn't a thing. That one down there is the helmet key. Man is so perplexed right now. So we're getting the lighter. I'm going to predict there might be some acid rounds. It's in a little kind of cupboard. Because, you know, you can't... It's not even that dark, but you need to use a lighter anyway. Of course, in the modern day, there are these games. They're not AAA. But there's games that are trying to, like, recreate what made this game amazing. And granted, I haven't played any of them. I'm talking about games such as, for example, Tormented Souls is one of them, if you guys have heard that. And one called Signalis, I think, which is a little bit different with its art style especially and whatnot, but limited inventory, these kind of camera angles. But for me, the issue is that the gameplay is always shit and really sluggish and really subpar, and there's not enough of the gunplay, because that's the thing, there is a lot of gunplay here. So what stops it being an action game? The camera perspective, the atmosphere, whoa you prick, and just the layout. When a game is linear, and if you use like the modern examples like Dead Space and Evil Within and stuff, it's linear, room after room of gunplay. What these kind of games should do is, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Remake 2 gameplay wise, but I did enjoy the puzzles and the backtracking in that game. I still feel like we need a game to strike that right balance in the modern day. Can be done. It's fucking another clip, Jesus. What's this? Acid rounds? Okay, so I didn't even really need to come in here, but when those hunters are around, you'll be glad you got some acid rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do we have a health item here just in case we get stuck on the snake? We do. Snake! Metal Gear Solid collection out next month, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just wondering, are there going to be achievements for it? Because I do want, I know mug, but I do want Metal Gear Solid 1 on my Series X. Got it on emulator, but the only other way of playing that is PS3, because Sony are a bunch of fuckwits. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to get bit here, and then Barry will save us. It's Yawn. Cool name for this motherfucker. Just run back a little bit maybe, but he always gets you on the way back. course, you can shoot this guy, but I don't really see the point. You're probably going to get damaged in the meantime. And I've just realised that we've only got 3 crests. Where's the other one? Yep. And it doesn't tend to be an RNG thing. You're always poisoned on the first bite. Feels freaking bad, man.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum.
I always wondered when I was younger whether that was actually Wesker. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense for it to be Wesker, but you can barely tell, though. It does look like darker clothing that character is wearing. But ladies and gentlemen, listen to this freaking music.
Barry?
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And with the little amount of downtime we've got here, my controller is disconnected. Just a second, guys. I'm just going to use a save state just because I don't want to lose anything. I have been using save states at the end of each video, but that's just in case a technical issue occurs. Don't worry. If we die, then we die. And I'm going to have to edit the video. Because for some reason, this fucking stupid controller is not working. Absolutely unbelievable. So, I'm back. Just had to cut up the video. For some reason, I've only just started a few months ago using this DuckStation emulator. You know, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really use the PS1 emulator all that much. By the way, I know where we get the last crest from now, I've remembered, but this DuckStation, it was updating itself quite a lot, like a couple of times a week. And all of a sudden now it won't update. Oh, pardon me. And I don't know why. And now, for some reason, it happened at the start. I don't know what the situation is. I just lose control of Jill and I can't do anything. So I had to just restart the emulator. Absolutely fine. Any of you guys use the DuckStation quite a lot? What is going on? Why can I no longer update it? I can't remember what error messages it gives me. Just one particular error message, but yep. I had to just remap the controller basically, and now it's working again. Now obviously I'm using the Series X controller. The controller is very new, because Xbox controllers in general are shit. They're the very, very worst of planned obsolescence, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. It's a blue jewel, by the way. That's where the crest is. But I'm very, very upset with that. I don't know why this is happening. I've just recently uploaded the ISS Pro Evolution 2. It's an old football game. Let's Play on the channel. Loads of games, 30 matches altogether, 15 separate videos, and didn't happen once, but now it's happening. Is it due to the fact that it can't update itself? But then again, the old emulator that I used to use, I think it was PSXE, which is like a really old draconian one, which, to be fair, has nowhere near the amount of cool features that the DuckStation has, but I just don't understand why this is happening. I don't get it. And now I have no idea how long I've been playing the freaking game. I don't think it's because like I can go onto OBS here, for example, and then click back to DuckStation. I don't really think it's that. Right, 28 minutes. We'll play for about another 10 minutes. Oh, man. Technical problems. This is why I will always just love console gaming. You know, you can say what you want, 25 FPS scrub experience, but at the end of the day, if someone's happy with loading up the console, booting it up, popping a disc in the drive or playing a digital game and immediately playing, what's the problem with that? Because it's not necessarily newer games, you know, with PC gaming, a lot of older games and whatnot that are a pain in the arse to make work on newer systems. It can be really painstaking, and to say I'm not a technical guy would be an understatement. The only reason I've got a GameCube emulator is for Resi 2 and 3 original, ladies and gentlemen. But let's try and move on. I have a feeling it's going to happen again, but if it does, I'll immediately go for the auto-save. The only reason I'm using the save states, guys, is because of the crashes, just in case they happen at the end of each video, just to save. My first save in this game tends to be at the start of the courtyard. Plant 42, just before the hunters. About 4 or 5 times we'll probably save the game. But let's try and get the taste of that shit out of our mouth now and just have fun again. You have to say that with a lot of the updates that Capcom have been making on the Reddit channels, on Twitter and Facebook especially, obviously it's a cesspit of insanity and madness and stupidity, but a lot of people are clamouring for this Classics collection, you know, the type that Konami have just done. And you know, it's very lazy at the end of the day what Konami are doing. Oh, fucking hell. They're putting no effort in. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god, I need to get out of that corner. What? This is where no auto-aim is not good. I've never seen anything like this. I've never actually seen anything like that. Okay, there's the old school Resi jank. I missed point blank. Oh yeah, I'm rhyming again. One of the best to ever do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just take my bulletproof jacket off. Hanging out with 50 Cent in the hood, a bottle full of bud. You know how I do with my crew. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, the Classics collection. With Konami, they're just re-releasing. It's Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, 3 on modern consoles. We're changing nothing, no other resolution. We're not making the games look really better. It's lazy as can be. And guess what? It's going to sell like hotcakes. Go screw yourselves. That's basically what Konami is saying. And that's what Capcom could do. But it remains to be seen whether they will. But of course, Capcom, they've got remakes of the original Resi and Resi 2 and 3. One of those dogs is running against the wall. What the fucking hell? Sounds like a geriatric in the throes of passion, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is going on? Jesus, look at all those herbs behind me. But yeah, just original Resi, original 2, original 3. Oh, Brad. Okay, let's do it.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Brad? Brad!
Alrighty. What colour are they? Are they green? Now, if you have a look at my health though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm yellow fine. Not quite green fine. If you're at max health on this game, you can't actually heal. Sucks ass, but yeah, that's the way it is. Shit, I didn't want to pick that one up. I'm a bit annoyed because of the few issues I've had gameplay-wise though with the dogs and the emulator, or the controller just not working properly. I don't know why. Been using this on my Xbox, both wired whilst charging and wireless, so pretty damn certain it's the duck station issue. Oh, you know what it might be? I've said this before. When you leave your cursor still on a computer, and your computer stays awake, but it's actually gone to sleep. Is that a thing? Either way, I'm just going to keep my mouse. Can you see my mouse? Way! Let's keep it moving a bit. Yo, look at this FMV though. Damn, son! This is the very first part of the game that I ever saw. When I mentioned before, this is the first area that I ever saw. Of course, a lot of people at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, clamouring and asking for a remake of Code Veronica. I just wish I was as excited as those people, but I'm not. We're just going to get, by the way, to the courtyard and I'm going to make a save. The thing is, by now we know that it's going to be third person perspective. What? How? This is fucking stupid, man! I can't fucking believe what I'm seeing right now. These things are absolutely broken on this game. And look how long it takes for you to aim and shoot the gun. Can't remember having this problem before in the past on this game. Somehow it doesn't manage to be much of an issue in the original Resi 2 or Resi 3. Even though the dog's obviously jumping around and being annoying arseholes, but not like that. Jesus Christ, man. It's there when you're trying to shoot more than one. Anyway, I'll just get a blue herb. May as well get one and mix it with a green and or a red. We have got an absolute shit ton of healing items, but after that utterly shambolic gameplay, it looks like we might need them. I just want to end this video showing you guys the actual save. I've got a bad feeling though that the emulator is going to say, oh sorry, we don't detect a memory card, even though I saved ISS Pro Evolution videos. Not videos, but you know, the game. A few weeks ago when I recorded that content. Goddamn stupid technology. Sometimes just makes a man want to live in the forest with the animals. For Plant 42 though, and I've got to be honest, one of the tougher fights in the game, but yet again, as much as I love these games, it's due to the limitations of the gameplay. Like with Plant 42, I like to use the shotgun and not the grenade launcher, the bazooka as it's called in this game, because your shots will go under or over it. It's a bit jank to say the fucking least. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to show you guys a save here. We've only got 2 ink ribbons. I've not been picking loads up. Need to pick a few more up. Don't think there's any here, no. I think there's a few more ink ribbons within the courtyard area, within the cabins, whatever they're called. There we go, it actually does save. Hallelujah. See you guys for video number 3. Hopefully, it'll be less insane.